Oh. Oh. Welcome back to another episode of Reigning and Defending with me, Elijah, and our co-host, Soren. We'll be talking about mainly the NBA today, kind of the differences of how the Mavericks have been doing with Luka Doncic, the insane win streak the Brooklyn Nets have been on, and the rivalry between the Golden State Warriors and Memphis.
So, what you want to touch base on first?
Honestly, I would talk about league leaders right now. I mean, from what we last said, Milwaukee Bucks and Boston were tied. And surprisingly, the Boston Celtics have brought it back. Right now, they're number one seed in the East. But Brooklyn last time was probably somewhere around
8 seed.
Nah, I'm going to say, I think it was around 10th seed. And now, they're actually on a 11 win streak. They're looking 24-12. They're above the Bucks now by one win, and just underneath the Celtics by 2 wins and 1 loss is the difference between them right now. But
yeah, just like that, I don't know where they're 2 seed.
Yeah, that's I guess the Kevin Durant effect when he's not injured.
Ben Simmons is finally doing something.
Really? Wait, really?
No.
Oh.
I was being serious.
I was about to say. Oh wait, no. Ben Simmons is on the Sixers, isn't he? No. I forgot he got traded from the Sixers to the Nets. I forgot he was originally on the Sixers.
He's still learning.
That's how my day is. We're doing great.
Yeah, I think he's averaging like 8 and 7 and 7.
I mean, that's not a bad stat line, but from what he originally did his rookie season, which ironically was his best season,
averaging triple-double almost.
It was about a triple-double. I'm pretty sure he was like, 14, 15 points for rookie year?
Yeah, no, I think he got all the way up to 17.
Really?
Yeah. Primary ball handler.
Yeah?
Not literally. But also literally.
You need to stop! I can't! Okay.
Anyways, all serious. The semi-pro esports gamer Ben Simmons averages 8
Semi-pro esports gamer? Are you freaking kidding me?
No shade to you, Ben. You ever hear about that? 8 points per game, 7 rebounds, and almost 6 assists. So yeah, he's definitely not anywhere near his
stardom.
Same,
I guess.
Originality.
Somehow his peak was his first year. I mean,
sometimes that's how it goes.
I don't know what the issue is. We know he has athleticism. We know he could play like Giannis.
We know what his issue is. He's playing too much games. He can't shoot. Only in games.
I remember when the NBA broke when he hit a 3. Remember that? I think
it
was against New York.
Out there
was it against New York? The Knicks? I think, or
don't know at this point. That was a while ago.
I remember
kind of a random thing at the same point in time. I did not care because it was Ben Simmons. Like, this man's never gonna learn to shoot, and hence the video games issue. I was seeing more video game content on him than in the NBA.
And there's not much content on the games.
And I was like, well, this guy's not gonna get any better.
I mean, he could have. Hasn't. I mean, I don't know, but
yeah, no, he's gonna happen. What is he, like 25, 26 now?
I don't think he's
mid-20s.
Mid-20s. I think around 24, 25 maybe.
But yeah, I think he's reached his ceiling. Unless he switches to another team.
I see him, if he switched to an older team, honestly, maybe the Hornets. As odd as that sounds. Oh no. Because they have LaMelo. They don't need
that would be if they switched. They gave Ben Simmons for LaMelo.
That would be one of the worst trades because LaMelo personally is way better in my mind than.
Well, LaMelo. That's another topic. LaMelo needs to leave. Charlotte is terrible right now. They're like 10 and
They're
26.
entertaining.
Oh yeah.
But that's it.
But not as entertaining as last season. And I think that's partially because LaMelo has been injured.
Oh, God.
I don't remember how many games LaMelo has been injured for.
Right now, Charlotte Hornets are 10-27. They're 14th.
Yep, one of the worst
25th in points per game. They're 5th in rebounds per game, though, which is kind of crazy. 28th for opponents' points per game. And assists, they're 13th. But I'm curious exactly LaMelo's stat line right now. Yeah. He's currently, what? This is his second...
I'd say LaMelo's still an all-star.
This is his this is his technically third season, I believe. Is that correct? Third season? Because, he was drafted in
second 2020. Year he was an all-star.
Yep. But he's averaging 24 points almost 6 rebounds, almost 8 assists. 8
How many points per?
Almost 20... I think it said 27.
27?
I think. It's either 27 or 24. But there's a handful of people that need to be switched around. Ben Simmons personally needs to be on his own team where he is going to be star power. I feel like
if there's any progress to be made, he needs to be on his own, not in the shadows of Kyrie and Durant. KD.
Or like he was in 76ers, nothing under, like, at that time, Tobias Harris and
24.
Embiid. 24, yeah. But he's always been under the shadow of some all-star to superstar.
Even Tobias.
That's what I said. Tobias Harris and Embiid.
Yeah.
And then you switch over to Brooklyn. Obviously, it was James Harden, Durant, and Kyrie. But then Harden was traded to Brooklyn.
Right. Which was a mess.
That was...
It was entertaining for the games that they played together, but...
They were... It's like the older...
too many chemistry issues and... Injuries. Well, if you remember, they don't like Harden.
No one likes Harden.
Yeah, no. Because Harden... They all want to be the primary guy. Especially Harden, though. Especially.
Well, he went from a Rockets team that...
But he's adapted really well to the 76ers. Like, he's definitely pulled back on the offensive side and kind of played more of a playmaker role.
He's more of the defensive playmaker now.
I mean, he's always had playmaking capabilities.
Defense, though. He's been pushing on that quite more from what I've seen, at least out of him. I think it's just because Embiid and that 76ers team is usually pretty good on defense. It's just now he's kind of enforcing that role from the guard position. But yeah, I mean, so far the league's looking good. Any updates on your team? They're doing decent. They're still up there.
Not anywhere near as good as before originally.
It's almost like I called us, buddy.
I think in our last 10 we were 6-4. So
still positive.
Not
tied, but positive. But
I think we could still say top 5 for the rest of the season.
I doubt. I'm going to say they're end of 6, maybe.
No. There's no team.
What other teams currently are?
I mean, there's a chance the Pacers.
I mean, the 76ers I could see easily going above them.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying top 5.
Oh, yeah.
So if they were going to land at 5th seed.
I don't see Miami doing much unless they get some crazy run. I don't know. Tyler Hero is actually kind of doing some work for them lately.
Well, yeah.
But not enough.
But I don't know what's going on there because the past few seasons have been easily a top 5
I mean, they've been finals contenders. Miami has been. This year it's not it.
I have not heard much talk around
since the finals.
No, around the issues going on there. Because clearly something is. If there's coaching something
probably
there.
Jimmy.
Huh?
It's probably Jimmy.
Why is that?
He had issues in the 76ers. He had some issues on the Timberwolves for a bit. Minor, but that got kind of fixed until he was traded. It could be that he feels like he's taking the load of everything, which I can't blame him because when he went against the Lakers in 2020, he was taking the whole load for the team. I mean, Hero did his work. They did their thing, but...
Forgetting Bam.
I haven't heard anything about Bam. At all.
I mean, he's still averaging like 20 points per game. 10
really?
Rebounds. Around 10 rebounds, yeah. He's just doing he's still doing his thing.
I don't see him progressing. I don't see him getting better. He's kind of hit since the finals. He's kind of just flattened out there.
Yep.
Which is close to All-Star, which is not bad, but you got Jokic.
He was an All-Star that season, I think.
Yeah, he was. The thing though is, when you look at that position specifically, you have Jokic, you have Embiid. For big men, I would even push to you have Jaren Jackson, who's doing pretty decent.
Jaren Jackson, I definitely say he's
obviously.
What is he, power forward though?
I think Jaren Jackson switches between the two.
Yeah.
I mean, most of those big men do, except for like Jokic and Embiid. But like Giannis has taken center position at times. You have AD now embracing the center position until he got injured again.
Yep.
Jaren Jackson,
his ankle in the air. I don't think I've ever.
He's a glass cannon.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately.
Unfortunately.
He's one of those players where you could be terrified of him. Like, he could be one of the most feared players, but you aren't.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know.
What was it, in November, right?
Yep,
the last
November.
time he was just on a tear.
He was putting up Giannis finals numbers.
Close to 40 points per game for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Because he finally understood his position.
Like, highest rebounds in the league. I mean...
He was doing amazing, and then... Just all gone again.
Yep, out of nowhere.
I mean, like, he can't really be feared just for the sheer fact of, oh, he might dunk on you. Oh, the chances of him breaking something, or spraining something, or tearing something is too high at this point, where it's... As this might sound, because of the risk of injury, I would say make him a freaking 6-man. I'd bench him. Because think of that as a bench.
Except they don't have power forward.
They don't.
At all.
But
they... I mean, they could run LeBron a forward. And the last time they did that, he got, like, almost a career high in rebounds this season.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's a chance of that.
He also dropped 40-some points for his birthday.
48.
Of course, you know it.
Or actually, it may have been 47.
I think it was 47. Yeah.
And on his 38th birthday.
Of course you remember this stuff. You remember his age. You remember the points.
Well, you're going to remember that about Curry?
You know what I remember about Curry? He's on his bench.
What days?
Huh? Huh?
Nothing.
All I know is Curry's career high is 1 point more than LeBron's. Curry's career high in points is 1 point more than LeBron's.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Are you serious right now?
In the regular season. I will look it up right now.
When did ever Curry score over 60?
Last year, 63 against the Blazers. Not last year, 2 years ago. It was 21.
Are you sure?
100%. Oh,
I want to know
Curry's. Yep, I guarantee you. Curry's highest points. No, 62.
That's
LeBron's highest points?
61, I think. I think LeBron's 61.
It
was against the Bobcats.
Not highest jump. Get that out of here. 61. Curry, the 6'3" little boy from Ohio, has 1 point more than the quote-unquote king, and I love it. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, LeBron has more accolades, but come on. I remember
back to his birthday.
You don't want to go down that rabbit
Let's
trail.
talk about relevance right now.
Luka. Relevance. Luka.
Seriously, you're just going to skip over the fact that a 38-year-old scored 47 points?
Yes, because over a 3-game span, Luka put down 146 points. He had a 60-point triple-double with 21 rebounds and 10 assists. At 24? 25?
23.
23?
The GOAT number. So you know what that means.
And isn't LeBron not 23 anymore?
There's multiple GOATs.
No, greatest of all time, not greatests. That's not even a word. That's how not
GOATs.
real that is. No.
GOATs.
No.
Yeah. Nope. Kareem, Kobe, MJ, LeBron.
I'd actually personally
Wilt.
Put Tim Duncan over Kareem.
That's when we end it, folks.
Hey! Statistically, in every other fact besides points, Tim Duncan.
you realize accolades Kareem hasn't beat in everything. Right?
Does he actually?
Yes.
He
has 6 MVPs, 6 rings, 20 All-Stars, scoring champion, not to mention multiple times. Actually, I think it was
twice.
Twice? Maybe 3 times? That I'm not entirely sure about.
The main reason I say Tim Duncan is because he's more, obviously from his nickname, Big Fundamental, he is fundamental.
We got an issue. Wait,
what?
Where's the camera? Oh. I just about pulled the entire wire of the camera. So then we definitely would have ended.
Intermission.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, relevancy
Until
of...
next time.
If we're talking relevancy, obviously, yeah, LeBron had a really good game for his birthday. But... Luka, man. 23.
Yeah, they're on a 4-game win streak, and...
Is it 4 only? I thought it was 5 or more.
Nah, it's 4. But I think they have a positive record now. So
yeah, they're the 4th seed, 21-16.
What I've noticed with Luka's game most in the last few times I've watched him play, because I haven't really the past few years, not like highlights of his, just small clips. His pick and roll game is actually insane. And Christian Wood, like he's got it down to a T. He knows exactly what he's doing.
That's true.
And the last few times, it's just every clip and highlight I've seen of him is like a pick and roll every time. And he doesn't pass it to Christian, but he gets a certain screen, and Luka does the rest. But it works perfectly. And if he misses, and then Christian Wood's there or Dwight Powell,
both very good rebounders.
Wait, Dwight Powell's the power forward, right?
Yes. Well, actually, no. I believe he's center because Christian Wood's always been power forward, except for when he was on the Rockets for that short stint with Russell and Harden.
But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, Luka right now is averaging 34.2, 8.7 rebounds, and 8.9 assists. He's about to be averaging a triple-double with higher points than Russ did.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a fact that, like, let me look at games, because I want to see the last few games.
Difference is, though, literally, Russell averaged a triple-double.
Did. But he's only...
And was scoring champion.
1.1 assists and 1.3 rebounds. He's not far from it. With both scoring champ and triple-double average.
Actually, there was multiple times Russell averaged a triple-double, and there was another one where it was above 11 for rebounds and assists.
Very true.
So,
but I don't believe he did it at this age.
But not his MVP season.
No.
I think that was the next one. Whichever, what year would that have been? God, it feels like it's forever.
Wouldn't that have been
2018?
I know the Warriors, obviously, from the years I can remember personally, Warriors had MVPs from 2014 through 2015, and then 2015, 2016. After that, for the 16-17 season, I don't remember if it... No, 16-17 was Russ, wasn't it? Because then the year after that was Harden. Yes.
Yes, because he took it from LeBron.
Pau Gasol was a defensive player.
It's
Harden took MVP.
It's the truth.
It's the truth, and why did
he got robbed.
With the defensive player against Pau, that's it.
Who went to the finals? Who went to the finals? With a literally G League team.
Besides Zalskis.
What?
Zalskis? Is that his name?
2018.
Oh, 18. I thought you were talking about... that's where my brain's at today.
I see. Zalskis? Who?
The big bean freak that used to play in the early years of LeBron.
You mean the mid-2000s to the
yes.
Late? Yeah.
Zalskis? Is that his name?
Zidronis. I probably just butchered that.
Yeah, I think we're both butchering
That's his
this.
first name. Ilgauskas. I got
is
that
Zalskis?
one right.
Oh.
That part is right. First one, I have no idea.
Okay.
God,
these rants. This is an issue.
Oh, I gotta get in the camera view.
Non-camera view. This is what you get.
Yep. What? What am I getting?
Out of the camera view.
Oh. Well, I think we screwed up the table a little bit. But anyways, continue on.
As long as Isaac doesn't hurt us. I mean, he's the best. Lights just turned off. That's scary.
Perfect.
He's gonna come down here and be like, son of
Would not surprise me.
No.
What you guys do to my table?
That door's just gonna whoosh. You can imagine it now, can't you?
Where's the axe?
Oh. I'm gonna grab that shield and hide in the corner if something goes down. I'll let you grab Mjolnir over there.
I'll hide under what? Is that a robe or a blanket?
I think that's Isaac's fun time robe.
I'm gonna sit up now.
Good posture.
Right?
Definitely nothing else.
It's not the best posture, but anyways, what were we talking about again?
We went on a tangent about
Christian Wood,
Luka Doncic.
Dwight Powell.
No, Luka Doncic.
No, Luka does not matter. It's only,
A few days ago, you said he was guaranteed winning MVP after some of those performances.
Oh, yeah. MVP predictions. You got multiple this season that easily. Embiid's averaging 34 points per game.
Points per game. Perts per gam.
Per gami. Nikola Jokic.
Not Nikolai.
I said Nikola.
You said Nikolai.
No?
I have a recording to prove it.
Okay.
Nikola Jokic. We have Embiid scoring some of the best of his season. Giannis is always up there. Honestly, lately, for the past few years, he's up there. He's not
His stats have not changed.
But is that a bad thing? His
No.
points and rebounds and assists are still skyrocketing.
Actually, I think he's averaging less rebounds this season. But other than that, yeah, because last season he was averaging like 15 rebounds almost.
I think it was like 16.
No.
It was up there. But no, continue with the whoever else you believe.
And then you mentioned Luka already. That's a given. And, AD was going to be in that.
He was going to be in the top
easily,
3.
because in those first few weeks of him just absolutely tearing up every team. Averaging.
He embraced the center role for the first time in his career, and he was dominating.
And I was saying he was MVP. Easily. If he continued to stay healthy, he would have been MVP.
And then I think that same day you said if he stayed healthy, I think same day was when he broke his ankle. I'm pretty confident is when you were all like, if he stays healthy, this man's winning MVP. He's finally getting the respect he wants. And then that night,
in the last episode,
and then that night, stop jinxing it. Watch just Embiid, Jokic, Giannis, Luka all just get season-ending injuries.
MVP.
You don't believe that for a second. That's why you're smiling like a jackass. That's my point. Damn. I mean, the chances of him getting MVP are very, 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 very slim. I would say...
They're out the window.
No. I would say it's possible if they play like the 73-9
window.
No. I see it possible with him coming back here soon, and if they just
over
go...
Luka.
If they go on a tear and get first seed, this is like, I'm talking like percentages of this is like 0.1% of this working, but if it does, like we've seen Curry put out games and performance like that. He carried the Warriors 2021. They had nothing going for them.
I mean, if he stays healthy.
If he stays healthy, which what even happened?
I don't know. That's your man.
That's true. I believe it was something around. I think it was shoulder actually.
He's got limb issues all the time. It seems like minor ones, but wrist, ankles,
glass
knees.
ankles.
I don't really. Honestly,
Wrist,
I don't know.
Wrist, you can't blame him. The Suns player fell on his wrist and snapped his wrist and broke it for the 2020 season.
Yeah,
that's not really he never really had too many wrist issues at that point. Up to that point, like of that magnitude of broken, and then the Suns player dropped on him and just. And never been the same.
Yeah, sounds like when my ankle got snapped.
Are you getting paid millions playing the NBA? That's what I thought. We'll continue.
Hey, it's similar situations, just a different bone. You gotta
So
talk about her past at some
So
point.
a 7-foot man broke your your ankle.
Actually, it was a big dude. Like 6'5".
That's actually kind of funny. I was just giving you shit, and then actually,
Yeah. Yeah.
well, if we're going to our past, I should bring Automol's eyeball into this. You remember that?
The good old days.
Dude, his eyeball popped out of socket. Good old days. My man, I about blinded him.
You almost made him a cyborg.
I did, man. Sneezed in class and poof, whole eyeball popped out. Oh.
Yeah, that was a interesting situation.
I found
I
that.
just remember the next day, bro. Look what you did.
Yeah, at school, he said he blew his nose or sneezed, his eyeball popped out of socket. I have the photo somewhere still, bro. He's like, "What the fuck did you do to me?" Excuse my language, but seriously, he's like, "What happened?"
I think a sneeze is what
He
would
said-
make that
he's-
issue.
he said I remember I just got a text. I think it was in the group at that point. And he just went, "I went to the nurse today at school." I'm like, "Aren't you at college?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Then why'd you go to the nurse?" He's like, "My eye came out of the socket." We're like, "Huh?" Sent the photo. We're like, "Oh God." And Soren's like, "Look what you did." I'm like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah, larger than a golf ball.
Dude, that
literally
looked like
a baseball.
I was about to
size.
say it looked like a tennis ball. Like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Whew. Well, we got kind of off topic there.
A little bit. That's gonna be something you
But-
experience with us because me and him are borderline just stupid. We know our stuff when it comes to sports most of the time.
Sure. We'll go with that. That was very convincing, especially with that.
Yeah, I'm intelligent.
Borderline.
Borderline intelligent.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna regret this. He's gonna look back. I said it.
No, he's perfectly fine with that.
He's gonna look back and be like, either this was the worst or best decision I've ever made. It depends on who's listening, but this could be the best or the worst thing I've ever done ever.
This is the kind of thing you listen to late at night.
This
You
is
just
something
start
you listen
losing
to.
it. Like you're doing right now. Anywho.
Yeah, put those shades on.
I wasn't
Oh,
gonna
good.
put them on, I was just putting them on my head.
Any topics of them that you want to hit?
Dahmer back at it again.
I know you guys can't hear the animals because it won't go through, but there's a dog whining.
It's happened
Like,
quite a few times. It's kind of a vicious whine. Like that. I don't know if you picked that one up.
I love
Any-
the vicious one. Like that. Instantly after. But no. Is there any topics you want to hit?
Favorite teams.
Warriors
How
are
the
doing
league's
nuts.
looking. Playoff predictions.
I'm still going to say it. Warriors are going to be like 4th or 5th seed, but they need Curry back and they need to continue playing Kuminga because Kuminga is learning his position.
Wiseman on the bench.
Yeah.
I still don't know why they do that, honestly.
He's
really
not
don't.
ready. He's good. Don't get me wrong.
I don't- I
I
think
just
he's
don't
ready.
think he's ready for the minutes. I think actual gameplay worth the time with the chemistry with the team. He's learning it. He just is. I don't believe ready for those big time minutes that Kevin Looney has been doing for the past 8 years now on every final run.
Yeah, I mean he's all solid, I guess, subpar center, but
I'd give him a solid.
Wiseman has the height. He's proven that he can defend,
He proved he can dunk.
and that's about it. But the thing is,
That's all
Wiseman
you
can
need
shoot.
technically in a
Wiseman can
center.
shoot too.
That's true.
I think the problem is that he is lacking confidence. But other than that, I think
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say what to describe him as. I think you're right about that. He's nervous. Doesn't
And
know
it
what
makes
to do.
sense. He's on a championship team.
Championship.
One of the all-time greats.
That's pretty much a dynasty for the sheer fact of they have gone to the finals so many damn times.
Oh yeah, it's a dynasty.
They had one of the worst seasons in NBA history. 2020 lost their stars, all of them. They lost Clay. They lost Curry. They actually lost KD to Brooklyn. They lost Boogie. They lost everybody. Draymond went down into the gutters, and they came back from one of the worst records ever to Curry going batshit crazy. He won Finals MVP, All-Star MVP. I think, did he win All-Star MVP twice?
Maybe.
I believe so. Like, I'm talking these past recent years. So I know most recently he had like a 50-point show out or something for the All-Star.
Yeah, he made a lot of threes.
I think he had like 12 or 13 threes.
Yeah, it is like the All-Star record.
It is All-Star record.
Easy.
But like
Easy.
Curry and the Warriors have clapped back. Obviously Curry's out now, but they've given Jordan Poole a chance. Jordan Poole's just recently got
you haven't touched base with that.
41 points in one most recently against the Blazers. They were up 18 in the first half. I don't believe if it was first or second quarter, I don't remember, but they had an 18-point lead. They went into an 11-point deficit halfway through the fourth. 11 points. Without Curry, Clay was on the bench at that point. He was still recovering from earlier minutes. My dude, Poole, went crazy. Kuminga was locking up and stealing the ball like it was his job. He was acting like Gary Payton.
I could see Kuminga as a defensive player of the
I
year.
could see Kuminga as, technically, if he plays his cards right and stays healthy, which is the biggest issue, I could see him being a superstar power forward. Most small forward. He kind of rotates around. But his defense, with learning from Draymond, even though Draymond doesn't have some of those abilities now with
Tony
athleticism.
Allen.
You see him as Tony Allen?
Mm-hmm.
I'd give it higher. Who was it? Was it Jamal Crawford? I'm way off with that. No, it's not Jamal. He was dribble god.
Yes, yes he was.
Who was it? It was a somewhat lesser name, small forward, I believe, but it was defensive monster. Huh?
No,
not Iggy.
Andre.
Iggy was good when he was younger, but there was one right on my mind. But
The sad thing is with Iguodala, every time when I think of that name, I think he has a defensive player of the year because there's no way I believe that he's a Finals MVP.
Tell me about it.
I
Stole it from Curry.
LeBron, you mean?
No, they won that year.
I'm saying
you don't win it if you lose the
If
finals.
they were going to give a Finals MVP out to someone, it would have been LeBron.
If they do give it out to somebody that's not
the
winning
winner.
team,
Yeah.
like it's just either team, it would have been LeBron. LeBron would have had many MVPs.
But yes, it still should have been Curry.
But between
If
Curry
anything,
and Iggy,
it's
it would have been Curry. And nope, he got one now, finally. But
Yeah, I think that's a joke to this day.
I can respect the defense, but the stats were not there for some of the things Curry pulled off in that 14-15.
Hey, what kind of acid disintegrates bone? Is it just normal acid?
Ask Siri.
Yeah.
Really good point.
She probably
Siri
got
knows.
a good idea. Okay. So there.
He's not paying me for this, and I'm kind of scared right now. But you know.
How's it going?
Not too bad.
Hey, Eli, I'm gonna need you to stand up.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Since you answered second and Soren answered first, I'm taking your seat away.
What? I think he shut off the heater.
Wait, huh?
I hope you understand.
We're just making a change of scenery right now. Yes.
There you go.
New
A little
delivery.
bit more proper. Try fuck up!
You can hear the dragging. It sounds like a body.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just a man making a few changes.
I think he's gonna torture someone in that chair.
I think something's going in the chair.
Dang, this is a little bit higher than I was expecting it to be. Like,
Yeah, it's a little more professional.
okay.
And we're back. Never
Siri
mind.
called the police on me. What do you mean we're back? Oh, my interruption? Yeah, you ain't back yet, motherfuckers.
I met him because he's standing out of front completely.
Y'all look good.
He looks so confused.
My man, you just asked about what acid burns a body and bones.
It took a whole
Then
chair.
slams the door, rips the bitch back open, grabs the chair from underneath my butt, literally, and then it sounds like you're dragging a body with that chair. And I went, here you go. Looks more professional. After, okay, get back to it, bitch.
How much room do you think I'd have hollowing this chair out?
To the street?
About our song.
Yeah.
About our song.
Just about her song.
Dude, that means about like 3 small women. Dude.
I can't.
That's my target. Those are the easiest.
I got 3.
My easiest target.
Maybe even 3.5. I can work with 3.5.
Oh my.
We were getting on a good topic. Things were
Yeah.
flowing.
They were.
Chair's heavy because it's hollowed out.
Things were flowing. We had things going well. We weren't laughing like jackasses. Then,
Completely straight faces.
man,
little
that
serious.
seat was getting warm. That's my.
You sound such like a dad.
My fucking ass warmed it up.
God.
Okay, let's get back on topic after whatever in the hell
Jordan
that was.
Poole, the dynasty, you know.
I would say, where do you see Kuminga going? Because I could see him getting a high all-star position with Iggy being obviously benched. Completely, almost.
Yeah.
I could see Iggy pretty much... He said he was going to retire last season.
I mean, I think he's gonna get traded.
That's what I think.
In reality.
I think they're going to win one more championship with him. And then he's gone.
They could.
If they do it in the next, 3 years?
But they need to get Wiseman in that front lineup.
Yep.
They really do.
They lost a lot of defense when they got rid of Gary Payton.
I feel like Looney's just getting that special treatment because he's been in the finals, and they're not giving Wiseman a chance. Really?
Wiseman was injured. He really couldn't get too much.
I mean, this season.
This season, I mean...
Because he was in the G League for a little while.
Yeah, because of injury. Before that, he was dominating. And
So, once they get Wiseman back in the lineup, I honestly think they're going to improve.
Well, yes, of course.
And there's even a
There's
possibility
athletic defense.
that they could run a Curry, Clay, Draymond, Wiseman, and Looney lineup.
No, I'm actually going to cut you there. What I think is going to be the best lineup.
Or if you want to put Kuminga in there.
Yes. Take Looney out.
And put Wiseman.
If Wiseman
and Draymond
gets
a
the
power
minutes,
forward, I think
Looney is a great backup center.
Or
Wiseman
they,
full-time
even
center.
if they wanted to push it, they could run a Poole, Curry, Clay, Wiseman, and
That's just-
Draymond. Draymond a power forward. But
As much as I think that would be fun, that's like a 2K lineup.
that's okay.
That's
They've done
not
it.
okay
They've
because
done
you
it.
need a good bench to score for you.
They have bench.
Their bench is Dante
Damian?
DiVincenzo, Moody. Like, there's a good bench, but Poole is one of the main guys who helps lead that bench.
Yeah, I guess.
Take one of the biggest scorers of the bench out. Like, you lose a lot.
I mean, I suppose it's all up to Kerr at the end of the day.
Which, obviously, he has more rings than anybody. I mean, he had what in his career? 3? 2 with the
3.
Bulls, and then 1 with the Spurs right after, so he had a 3.
Yep.
No, that was 4.
So 7.
He had the last.
7?
He had the last repeat. He had the 3-peat of Michael Jordan because he came back, got one or I don't remember if it was 1 or 2 with Spurs. With David Robinson. I'm looking that up. Because obviously he is 4 as a coach. I used to know this. Let's see this. Oh. He had 5. I was right, but off. He had the 3-peat, the ending 3-peat with the Bulls. And then 2 with San Antonio. 99, so right after the 3-peat. So he had 4 in a row. And then 03.
Damn.
So he had that. And then, so that's 5 as a player, which is nuts. I'm surprised he's not talked about a little bit more. Obviously, he wasn't main scorer. He wasn't some main player. But he was a role player. He did play the role he was given perfectly. That's going to come back and bite me in the ass, but it's fine. But 5 rings as a player, and then 4 as a coach. That's 9 rings.
Yeah.
And yet, Bill Russell still had more.
Yep. And Phil Jackson.
Okay, Phil Jackson we don't talk about. He's had Kobe. He played old New York Knicks. Kobe and Michael, and oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know. He did go against the Bulls. What?
Phil Jackson went against the Bulls. Phil Jackson went against the Bulls.
At some point he did. That's the funny.
Yes! When it was like the 60s!
No.
As a player.
When he was head coach of the Lakers.
Oh, yeah. But
Bruh.
As a head coach of the Lakers, there wasn't much left. Michael Jordan was on the Wizards, early 2000s.
Dude, what? Phil Jackson coached Kobe.
Yes. And MJ.
Yes.
Yes. What are you getting at? You're saying he went against the Bulls. Obviously, there was times he went against the Bulls, but he never went against, like, the Michael Jordan Bulls. You mean
as a player? As a player?
No, as, like, coach, well, no, as a Michael Jordan Bulls.
Okay. Yes,
Phil Jackson went against the Bulls.
Moving on.
That's what happens when you're a coach. You go against teams.
Moving on.
That chair thing really got me freaking scrambled, man.
Yeah, I still don't know what happened.
Yeah, it did.
I don't get paid enough for wait, I don't get paid for that.
Yeah, you're gonna need to.
Oh, I should have brought an energy drink.
Yeah, we just need food.
Oh, man. This was going rough at the beginning.
Not really.
Rough in the sense of there was no order. There was no idea. It's kind of been rabbit trail. We got on a great trail. You started smiling, and I was expecting his ass to be standing there going...
With the axe.
If he got the axe from over there without me noticing, yeah, I'd be scared.
I still don't know where the axe is.
It's over there on the cupboards.
Oh.
Probably more. Okay. Someone just farted through the floor.
Man just put his ass crack up to the crack of the floor and just ripped it.
Sounds like something Rasul would do.
Again. Or did you sit through it?
Pick a next topic.
You pick the next topic.
I've had multiple. Oh man, my brain.
Well,
All-Stars. Who do you think are captains?
Luka. Dallas is West, right? They count as West.
I believe so. Let me check.
Who is spamming you?
Isaac.
Oh my god.
Mavericks are in the West.
Okay. So
I actually
Luka,
would say
captain.
otherwise. Jokic.
Yeah.
Better record.
Yeah.
I would say Jokic is MVP. Well, not MVP.
Actually,
not
when
MVP.
it comes to
All-Star.
All-Stars, it
Captains.
does not matter what record is.
Really?
All-Stars.
Is it just fan preference?
Yep. And it's going to be Luka. Without a doubt.
I think with relevance, yes.
And East, that's...
Let's check.
going to
East is
be
Boston, Brooklyn. I can see it being KD again.
Probably KD.
Or Giannis.
No, definitely Giannis. Definitely.
I don't know. With the win streak they're on right now, if they
Definitely
continue
Giannis.
winning this much until the All-Star break.
Yeah, but once again, it's individual stats. If they get named an All-Star, it comes down to individual stats and who's better.
For captain?
Yeah.
Then Luka.
I think... I don't really know how that works.
I was going to say, I thought it was mainly a fan-based choice. Like, obviously, they take into... like, for All-Stars...
It's fan votes.
To get into All-Star, they pick the top players, of course. But I think for captain, I think is more of that... Who's had the most watched or most interaction, most...
Yeah.
So I thought it would be something in that nature where they look at social media.
No, you're right. Yeah, it's fan votes.
At least nowadays, because obviously...
Yes, stats do play a role in that, but that's not the main reason.
Well, thanks to some technical difficulties...
We're back!
I was waiting for you to do it. Okay. Where were we at? We were talking about the dominance of the Lakers when they had big men. For some reason, they tried to go small ball without three-point shooters.
Yep, and...
They've lost it. They've lost their dominance from 2020.
And they completely are wasting LeBron's, as I know you think he's done. A lot of people might think he's done.
I don't think he's done, but he's getting really close, which obviously he's 38.
I saw this man do, 4 flips after and 1. And then running into the bleachers multiple times, flipping over.
It's the fact of...
all on his birthday.
It's injury prone.
He's
One more
fine.
injury, he's done.
No, he's not going to get
I want to say that. I say right now, with how he's upkeeping his body, he's doing great, and he's not that injury prone. But if he gets an injury at this point that's drastic enough, I think it's over.
Yeah, no.
I think he breaks a leg, breaks something major like that. I really don't see a legit full comeback.
I guess we'll just have to see. But the biggest point of that conversation is that the Lakers are done. AD needs to go. LeBron needs to go. They're just going to have to recreate the entire lineup again.
They need to do a complete rebuild again.
Which is just, it's a whole mess. The guy that picked the players out was not very bright. Dwight shouldn't be in China. He should still be in the Lakers.
He should still be in the NBA, period.
Just in the
Nobody
NBA
wants him.
alone. It's just a whole mess. And I really hate to see LeBron wasting the rest of his time there. He needs to go back to Cleveland.
I hate to see Dwight wasting his time.
Yeah.
He's destroying China.
Yeah.
He's shooting threes.
Look at DeMarcus. I mean, he should be in the NBA also, but he's not.
Boogie?
Yep.
Where is he anyways? Is it like Europe or something?
He's not even in the NBA. He's not playing basketball at all right now.
He's not playing basketball at all.
Nope. Last time I heard.
I could see why Boogie's not there just due to the injury that ended everything.
He's easily a bench player. A solid bench 6-man.
I can see that.
But
I don't know.
who knows? It's
Lakers just need to get their shit together. I mean, they
Yeah.
could be really good. Obviously, they have the money. It's just...
And they were looking promising. With AD, Russell, and
After
Braun.
their win on 2020, I expected a little mini dynasty, like a little, honestly, a 3-peat.
Yeah.
And Giannis came in and said, "This is my league," and then
Yeah.
Curry clapped back for a year, enough with a decent team to win. I mean, it's plausible it happens again. I just don't see it's guaranteed. Right now, for the first time in many years, there is no guarantee of who's winning.
I know.
I can't say the Celtics. I can't say
I don't think
Cle-
it's the Celtics because they always are short in the playoffs.
I can't say Cleveland. They're too young. They don't have enough experience.
I
they have
honestly,
Mitchell.
God, I really believe Cleveland has one of the best chances. They might not win it all, but I think
Best
they'll
chances
get
to
the
get.
finals.
They have
I
their
think
chances
they
of
can get to
getting
the finals.
conference finals really high.
The fact they are still
It's just they're too young.
in like this new recreation, and the fact that they are a top 5 seed just out of nowhere goes to show how promising this team could be.
That is very true, and I agree with you on that. That's regular season, though. The difference between regular season
I know playoffs
playoffs
times is a different story. But
like, I'd still take the Warriors over Cleveland, even though yes, Cleveland is dominating and still getting those everything up. I just see, like, obviously, I see at least
you have to
playoff
think, though,
experience.
You have to think though, they might have a better point guard. They might have a better. They don't have a better shooting guard. We have two
Cavs have a better point guard.
No, yours. I'm talking about your team, the Warriors.
We have a guaranteed better point guard than Mitchell.
So let me continue on. I don't think the Warriors would beat Cleveland this year in the playoffs, and the reason being is because big men. They got Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. They're both averaging like 10 rebounds per game. They're both paint destroyers, and you got Evan Mobley who could shoot also. I mean, he was also a defensive guy.
I see the Warriors being able to handle the Cleveland
if they put
Wiseman.
Yes.
If they give him minutes and he can handle it.
But other than that, if they
because technically Wiseman has more experience than Mobley.
Yeah,
they're both young guns. Both can shoot pretty decently. I would say overall Mobley's a better shooter. Wiseman's more athletic.
Yes. Yeah.
Defense is pretty much the same. Pretty close to the same, I would say.
I agree. And
obviously, Allen beats Looney, though. Like
easily.
I wouldn't say easily. I'd still see Looney making it an issue, but he's going to get shut down. Defensively, I think Looney can make things hard for Allen. But offensively, Looney ain't doing crap against Allen.
That's for sure. But they won't need him to. They just need him to
need him to do a pick and roll, pop it to Curry.
Yeah.
Wiggins, or
just to box him out at least.
Wiggins is out too.
Yeah.
We're missing our two main scorers and players, and
But I don't think that Cleveland. I think Brooklyn at this rate, it's between Brooklyn and Milwaukee, and Cleveland's just kind of like sitting right behind.
Those three. I'll say obviously top 4. Cleveland, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Celtics. I see all of those going to conference finals.
Yeah.
Who do I see coming out? If Brooklyn stays healthy and chemistry is good, I see them going to finals.
Yeah.
I could. Katie's doing good. Kyrie's doing decent.
Whole team's doing
Their whole team is finally working together.
Yeah.
They have the finals playoff. They have that experience.
Ben's doing somewhat his thing.
They have depth. They have the experience. They understand what's going to take. It's the fact of, are they going to stay healthy? Are they going to stay in liking each other?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least handling with each other? That's the main question. But that's for a future time. I'd say we've hit over an hour by now.
Actually, no. We still have about 3 minutes till we hit an hour.
Damn. Okay.
But what we haven't touched base with is our esports record.
Shut up.
Yeah.
So with that one.
Last time unrecorded,
First episode, me and Soren were introduced to the Sportscast.
he actually beat me. What was it? 6-2, 6-3.
It was like 7 to. No, I think it was like 7 or 8 to 3, because you won multiple times with I think it was Giannis that night in the Bucks on 2K.
I think it was 7-4, realistically.
No, because I was on a tear. I remember.
Yeah, you were on a tear, and then I caught up. I was starting to catch up in the end.
Yeah, 8 to 4 sounds right.
I said 7-4. You motherfucker.
We didn't record it, so we can't do anything. But
Around
we started hearing how Isaac and Mason did a thing where they would record every game they played against each other who won. Me and him started doing it. It's 9-2, and you can tell which one has 9 wins.
I said 10-2. You keep switching it.
I said 10-2 before I looked at it. Guess what?
Ha
Ha 9-2, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
You're all over the place with these numbers. But 9-2. Reigning and defending.
I want you to understand. It would be like 7-4, 7-5. He hit a green buzzer beater with Derrick Rose. Last seconds.
Multiple buzzer beaters back to back.
Three! I about ripped off my head! He looked at me, I was about to chuck the controller at his head.
Yeah.
3 buzzer beaters to win. Like, these were all final seconds of fourth quarter buzzer beaters. Not half court. None of that shit. It was final seconds buzzer beaters.
Lance Stevenson gave you the work also. Against Miami. LeBron, was it?
LeBron shat the bed.
Those were fun games.
For you?
Games. I love the Warriors. We don't even want to go there. I actually didn't do anything with Giannis.
You didn't get
Kareem.
Oh, there's a
GOAT.
one time.
And Wilt.
No. Well, yes, but
No,
Bucks-wise, all-time Bucks-wise, Ray Allen was dunking on me when you had the all-time Bucks that one game, and then Kareem was going batshit crazy. But then you played the Warriors.
Kareem had a game where he was like 22 and 28.
Yes, but I think
And then like 7
Ray had
blocks.
like 30 to 40.
And Wilt was doing that repeatedly.
Wilt and you is a cheat code. Like, you made Wilt play like prime Wilt.
Wilt is just Giannis, but without the offensive capability.
I disagree.
In 2K, I mean, for me?
Speed, I think, is the only difference. And that's why the offensive capability is not
He
as
can't
much.
shoot. But anyways.
He shot a few times. You made a few greens that should not have existed.
Maybe. We don't talk about it. Yeah, those were interesting competitive games. Some were competitive.
No, they were all competitive.
No, some were just blowouts.
There was 2 blowouts you had on
I
me.
mean, you had to quit.
There was one I quit instantly.
I think there was a game I quit too. There was a
There
team
was.
that I could not play with, that I will never play with again. It wasn't the Hornets. Was it the Mavericks?
I think it was either the...
Oh yeah, the Wizards and John Wall against you.
And then you and the Spurs destroyed
And the
me.
Spurs. Oh, man. And
I
David
think-
Robinson greening.
I think what it was Denver. I think it was one of those odd teams that you...
All time?
I think it was Classics. All I know is either like Denver or Jazz or something of that nature. And I had the Rockets, and T-Mac was ripping you a new one. T-Mac and...
It wasn't the Nuggets.
No, it was the Blazers. It was Brandon Roy and the Blazers, I believe. It was T-Mac and the Rockets or Brandon Roy and the Blazers. It was one of those 2 teams that was just destroying you.
Well, yeah, that's a given.
No. There was destroying. Like, this was massacre. That time, you quit. You don't quit.
I'm just trying to think of the team I was playing.
I don't know. But
I'll have to go back and look if there's any clips. And I'll be like, oh, that's that shit team.
yeah. Remember that team? I'm never playing them again.
I remember.
Pacers. That's what it was.
It was not the Pacers because they had
Paul
Lance.
George. It wasn't working. I swear to God.
As a classic team, no. Because they have Lance.
I think it was all times. I don't remember. I don't remember, to be quite honest, but my phone is blowing up. It is 2 p.m. I am starving, and I think we hit our hour.
Yep, indeed we did. Like 5 minutes ago, maybe. Well, this has been a lot of fun.
Few interruptions.
Some interesting...
Technical difficulties.
Funny,
Me losing my mind.
yeah, that's been the whole day, every day.
Get used to it. You gonna watch this podcast or listen to us? I am a jackass. But we have fun.
I guess. I was talking about the first part. So I...
Damn! Feel the love!
Fuck you. I think that is a wrap for today's episode. We'll touch base next time with some NFL stuff that we want to talk about, not a whole lot.
Closer to the Super Bowl.
We'll just update everybody on just how the league's doing again, and we'll go from there. But Skullstone Productions, thanks you again for joining in with Reigning and Defending, and we hope to hear from you next time.